Hey guys, it's Alec here, and you're watching the 4th episode of the Journey series, and I'm going to be telling you guys about the last gym I was working at, and that's the place where I learned how to coach on a completely new level, and I want to share that with you guys too. So, here's the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, if you guys can see my shirt, it actually says FNS here, and that's actually the training facility that I was coaching at. And it's basically it's large group classes and small group classes. Also does personal training there. And if you take a look at the back right here, that's the logo as well. So that's the place I was coaching at, and just some of the things, some of the few things I'm going to be going over and what I learned there was the power of community, goal setting, and being more comfortable and confident, not just as a coach, but as a person. So now I want to tell you guys about how I actually started becoming a coach there. So, I come from a bodybuilding and powerlifting style background, and I competed in a bodybuilding show, and not a powerlifting meet yet, but I trained that way. So, if you guys know anything about bodybuilding and powerlifting, cardio is not like the main thing that we do. It's not really the main thing we do, you know what I'm saying? So, if you ever make a bodybuilder run for 2 minutes, then they're done and they're done. That's it. We're done. That's game over. But I ended up taking a class here at this place. See, what FNS does, they have a bunch of large group classes and small group classes of personal training. So I was there and I was coaching somebody at the time. Before I was working at FNS, I was doing online coaching, and another athlete that I coached who actually goes to FNS, her name's Destiny, told me about this place, and she asked my friend and I to come take a class. And at first, like how I told you, I'm not big on cardio. I kind of like, at first didn't want to take the class, and they could tell, but I ended up going to take it anyway. So I went in and I took the class and I died. But aside from that, there was one thing that really stood out to me. Even though the training style was not how I normally train, it still really clicked with me because of this one reason while I was there. One of the head coaches, Emil, if you guys know him, I feel like you guys are laughing right now because he's funny and he's awesome. But one of the head coaches, he knew everybody's name. He knew every athlete's name, and I remember I walked in and he would say, "Hey, what's up? Hey, yeah, hey," and he was naming them and he was giving them high fives, and I was like, you don't see that at a lot of gyms, and that's what clicked with me. So I went and I took the class. I died. But afterwards, I remember I was sweating and had all these things, and I went up to him and I said, "Hey, are you guys hiring?" And what he says, like, "Yeah, sure, let me give you my card." And he gave me his business card, and from there, I submitted my resume, and I started the application process. So I want to actually highlight the owner of the facility, Brian Nunez, who actually personally mentors every single person on staff there. And when I was there, he was one of my mentors, and he taught me about all these things I'm going to be talking about in these videos. And the first thing is actually the power of community. So the whole thing about that place is it's more than just a place to work out at, but there I learned about how, and it was really planted into my mind how it's a community. You even look at the logo. These chains represent a community, how every single person has a story, every single person is linked together, and we share that story. And when you are able to train together and have team training, and there's such a huge impact because it goes so much farther than just working out. It goes so much farther than just looking good, but it goes into, being a community with each other and helping one another and lifting each other up, and that's what it's all about. That's one of the things I always vibed with and always related to. So when I walked into this facility, I realized like this place aligns with all the same things I believe in as well. Like, you go over all the values and you go over the athlete ethos and all these things. Like, all those things clicked with me because those are things that I already believed in, and things that I thought were cool and amazing. I'm like, wow, this place really does exist. So I thought that was awesome. And like, just that power of community and just how people lift each other up is just something that not every gym has, at least the way FNS does. And one of the other things that Brian would teach everybody on staff and all the other athletes is about goal setting. Now, these are one of the big things, one of the huge takeaways that that I got from working here, because goals are huge, goals are big, and he taught us how to strategically make goals and all these other things. And he even made like his own like a game planner, his own like planning book and stuff too. So all these other things, and we learned how to set up these goals to enable to set ourselves up for success. And those were some of the things that we learned there, and those are some of the things I take with me and that I want to help other people with as well, and coach people with that as well. So those are one of the things I'm always going to take with me on how to make effective goals, so to keep me encouraged and not discouraged, because I tend to want to move so fast. But he teaches us how to slow down and how to strategically do it in order to move forward. They teach everybody there that on how to set these goals, because it applies to more than just fitness, but it applies to everyday life as well. So that's one of the other awesome things I learned there, and that was the goal setting. And they also have a ton of cool apparel there as well. So, but aside from just the apparel, guys, one of the other things that also I grew so much there was just within myself and my own confidence and how comfortable I was with myself. And it just made it, I was able to grow there as a coach. See, it's not just the athletes that are growing there, but it's a team training environment with the staff as a team, everybody is a team there. And I was just able to grow in all these other different ways, being comfortable and confident in myself, able to learn how to coach large group classes and just interact with people and talk to people. Like this was the training facility. I felt like I could really like act like myself then, because I'm loud and I say all these other things. I say a bunch of stupid jokes, but I felt comfortable doing that there just because of the culture that's created. And it just helped me have so much confidence in myself, and being able to see that a facility like that exists gives me hope that it can be done. So, guys, this is all the things that I've learned there from all the people on staff, from the owner Brian Nunez, and also all the athletes there. Like, we continue to grow together. What they say there all the time is one team, one effort. And I still believe that. I still believe it's true. And guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you ever want to check out the facility, I'll put a link to it right here in the description. But have an awesome rest of your day. Check out the other videos on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, I forgot one more thing. The last shirt. That's it. Now y'all can subscribe.